They said that man had a gun and threatened the officers. They said he was armed, he had a gun, and that he was posing a threat to them, and that's when one of the officers fired rounds at the man. That man was then taken to the hospital where he later died. He has been identified as Keith Lamont Scott, 43 years old. His family has been notified. However, his family has a different side of the story. They think that he had no gun at all. They say he's disabled. They said he was just in his car reading a book, waiting to pick someone up from school. But detectives say they were able to recover the gun that the individual was holding at the time of the shooting, and that they're in the process of interviewing witnesses. Right now in Charlotte, North Carolina. And again, if you're watching this live with us, go ahead and hit that like button on our Facebook page or that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, just so you can continue to watch this video live. And you can continue to see videos like this in your newsfeed every day. We stream from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. live events all over the U.S. You guys are always in the know, and you get to see things unfold live in the news. Again, they have identified the officer who shot fire at Keith Lamont Scott. His name is, let's see, Officer Vinson. Officer Brentley Vinson. And he's been with the police department since 2014.
Yeah, if you want to get some water there, everybody, you better, because we're on the other side of this crowd coming toward the Lowe's and all this down here. We'll come Old Concord, come down the ramp. Sergeant Deck will be bringing it to you. Yeah, folks.
Millie asked if police recovered a book. No, we have not read anywhere that police have recovered a book, but again, we're getting information every few minutes here, so I'm going to keep you guys updated. But these are live aerials of Charlotte, North Carolina, where those protests are happening right now.
And probably gonna need another stretch or two 49 getting on Harris. Cars are coming off of Old Concord. I got two total records for our cars going that way.
Again, this is not the first officer-involved shooting that we covered today. Earlier, we were talking about an officer-involved shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know if you guys were watching that earlier, but we were talking about that earlier today. So this is another one that we're covering. Another officer-involved shooting. Again, these are live protests happening right now in Charlotte, North Carolina. And just take a look at what is unfolding here. Again, there is no sound on the video because this is from a chopper, so all you could really hear is, from the inside of the chopper. But we are showing you the live aerials of the ground. Some people are just peacefully walking. Others have been kicking police cars. So viewer discretion is advised. You are watching this all live right now on the Fox News Now stream.
We have a vehicle available to transport CEU north on Harris to deal with this crowd. 455, help me out. We've got to figure out a way to stop these cars coming westbound on W2 Harris by the bridge. Can you tell me where to put an officer to block it off? Sarge, put an officer across Harris right up to the bridge, and then put an officer coming off from Old Concord. That'll keep the traffic coming down here. Okay, I don't want to get any of my officers near this bridge. They're throwing rocks. They've already hit one of our cars down here. We just got to get an officer further on down. Put them east of the bridge at the apartment complex entrance. Yeah, Asbury Avenue, I believe. And then the next one coming off of Old Concord. Hey, that officer's underneath the bridge. His car back up and block WT Harris up. Back it on up about 300 yards. Fulton to Orloff. Fulton to Orloff. Force 20 and Route D with munitions.
Again, this is interesting to see that some people are just quietly walking while others were kicking police cars. So some people are acting peaceful, others are not. Shane asks, was it a white or black person shot in Oklahoma? That was an African American that was shot in Oklahoma earlier. And this was also tonight, an African American man who was shot in Charlotte, North Carolina, by Officer Vincent, who has been with the police department since 2014. What they said happened was that the officers came to an apartment looking for a suspect whose warrant was out for their arrest. They found this other man, not the suspect they were looking for, but they saw him. What they say is that they saw him get out of the car and he had a gun on him, and then he got back in the car. Police approached him. He got back out of the car. They said that he showed his firearm, that he posed an imminent threat, and that's why they had to shoot the man. He was later taken to the hospital where he did die. That officer that shot the man has been put on administrative leave, which is protocol. Again, you guys are watching this live right now on the Fox News Now stream. Live aerials of Charlotte, North Carolina, where a man was killed tonight during an officer-involved shooting. So these are protests. I also want to mention that the officer, tell you a little bit about the officer. Officer Vincent has been employed since July 2014 with this police department. He is the one who shot and killed that man tonight.
Alright, 455 again. Looks like they're approaching,
It is also reported that that officer is African American.
Hey, 22 that round. 22 that round.
And the man that was shot was
22 that
also
round.
African American as well. Again, these other protests that you guys are watching right now on the Fox News Now stream in Charlotte, North Carolina. That officer has been put on paid administrative leave.
61011 to the logistics truck that was just at the exit ramp. Can you come back down here and haul these guys down to meet the crowd?
455, they're found the chance for parking. The subjects up front are waiting for everyone. Continue to follow them. Looks like over the bridge, over to University City. Symbol to Capsule.
And of course, I believe Chancellor Park, that's where the Home Depot is going to be, and a bunch of cars are parked.
Yeah, they're continuing past Chancellor Park. They're not getting off on Chancellor Park now. They're continuing down here this round, just past Chancellor Park.
Team 13 to command, be advised. Does CU need to deploy to further north on Harris Boulevard? You want a few protesters here.
455, we don't have any elements up here on Harris, exception of traffic. They're just moving back, blocking traffic as protesters move further towards Wise and Decker come to me.
Decker, copy.
Copy, got two coming to the ramp to the Bearcat 117.
1013, CU is going to deploy further north on Harris.
Decker, come to me. Wise, come to me. Down the hill.
Guys, that's command up by the railroad tracks.
455 to CU looking to deploy on Harris. You're going to have to go up